Hello there and welcome to episode 2 of the Superhero Show, which is all dedicated today to Superman vs Batman, Dawn of Justice. So, we have seen this morning a teaser for the trailer. I mean, it's insane, isn't it, these days? You actually get a teaser before you get the trailer. This is the most anticipated trailer for the most anticipated movie of all time. Now, those of you who haven't seen the teaser of the actual trailer, it's like 20 seconds and it's nothing to get too excited about. You see the Superman suit on a kind of mannequin-y kind of thing, and you see the Batman suit, which looks like the proper Batman suit for the movie. The Superman one looks like the one we saw in Man of Steel, so nothing new there. But, of course, it's very exciting. This Monday, we will see the first full trailer for Batman vs Superman. And after that, we won't have to think, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? Well, we'll still do that. One thing that's missing from all the reveals we've had so far is a villain. We know that one of the most iconic actors of our generation, Jesse Eisenberg, will be playing Lex Luthor. I think it's great casting, by the way. But he's a villain, but he isn't going to be the main villain of the film. He's a big character in the film. He will feature heavily. I've also heard that he's definitely going to be in the other shared films as well. But we don't know. Now, a lot of rumours are talking about Doomsday. Doomsday makes a lot of sense. And let me tell you why I think Doomsday makes a lot of sense. Because I believe that we're talking about a Justice League movie coming in the next couple of years. So, what would unite all these superheroes? The death of Superman, maybe? Interesting. Now, what I've always wanted to see is a proper Death of Superman movie. Of course I have. Where we get everything we got in the comic. With all the versions of Superman coming back and none of them being him until the real Superman arrives. It's an awesome story. But this kind of would work in this movie as well, because basically you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out what's going to happen here. Batman is recruited by the president, who could be President Luthor. We don't know that. I reckon it is President Luthor, by the way. That kind of makes sense as well. To deal with this alien, this menace who's a danger to Metropolis, all the destruction he caused. And of course, I think first half of the movie, there'll be a lot of Batman and Superman battling. I think eventually, obviously, they'll make some peace. But if you read the comics, a lot of the comics, and if you see the animated movies as well, their friendship's always strange because they don't agree with what they should do to fight crime. So that's kind of interesting, and that's why I think Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck are going to be great together. A lot of people are not happy with Ben Affleck, but let me say this. What would you rather? Warner Brothers let Ben Affleck go over to Marvel, start playing maybe the new Iron Man or something, and him directing their movies. He's a really talented director. He's a great guy. He's a big Batman fan, so he's going to put everything into it. And I think when we see the trailer, we're going to be really excited about Ben Affleck. I've got a lot of respect for the man. In his early career, basically, he made movie choices, that's for sure, but doesn't mean he was a weak actor. And when his career was nearly down the tube, he gave us the directing thing. He showed us what a great director he was, and by doing that, he saved his career. So I'm really excited about Ben Affleck. So definitely, I think President Luthor. I think, obviously, Batman will be recruited to put a stop to this alien menace. There's also rumours about Kryptonite. My opinion about Kryptonite. Kryptonite is an amazing thing in the Superman story. I know David S. Goyer and a few other people say, what's so important about this green rock? It's very important. Not only is it a weakness for Superman, I think it's kind of awesome. I think Kryptonite is awesome. I've always loved it and I want it to be part of it. And apparently this could be a way, somehow, that Batman uses Kryptonite so he's not like pummeled by Superman. So definitely think we're going to get Kryptonite. Lois Lane's role in the film. Now that's kind of interesting, isn't it? They already kissed in the first film, so that's all that nonsense out the way, will they, won't they? So I assume they're kind of going to be some kind of couple. Maybe their relationship will be secret, I don't know. So you're going to have all that, but what I loved about Man of Steel was how they explained Lois knowing the secret from the beginning, instead of how they did it in the comics and how they did it in Smallville, doing this, oh, I've got to tell her because she's going to make me the hero and all that BS. She's involved, she discovers it straight off, so it's believable, and she's part of that first adventure, and it's logical the way she's involved, and that's why I liked it. In the past, I haven't liked Lois knowing. I thought it was very juvenile. I kind of thought, and then there was this argument, oh, well, this makes Lois look stupid. Well, actually, if we didn't know Clark Kent, if we didn't know Superman, if we didn't know the whole story, would we actually know Clark Kent is Superman? Just because we have that knowledge, because we're the viewer, because we've read the comics, we've watched the movies, we watched the TV shows, does that mean we would know it if we were just working with the guy? I don't think we would, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I was happy how they did that. So Doomsday is a very viable villain for Batman vs Superman. Brainiac is someone we were going to get in the Superman Returns sequel. A lot of you guys didn't like that, so you ruined us actually getting Brainiac. I read the actual screenplay for Bryan Singer's Superman Man of Steel. It was an excellent movie where ultimately in the climax Superman ends up killing his son because Doomsday takes up his form. And somehow uses Jason, which was his son in the Superman Returns franchise. But I read this from beginning to end. I read it online, and it was going to be a brilliant movie. But never mind, that didn't happen. But Brainiac, for me, is just such an exciting character. He's a big part of my Smallville Metropolis fiction. But you can check out the page, by the way, Facebook page, Smallville Metropolis. Please do that. Bit of a plug there, but I thought I'd get that in. There's so many facets. Now, what do I think we're going to see in this trailer? A first trailer isn't. You see, it's funny actually. Some Marvel first trailers seem to give away quite a lot, but Warner Brothers opening trailers don't really. I remember the Superman Returns trailer, very cryptic. I remember the first Man of Steel trailer where we saw Clark kind of on the fishing boat and all of that, and there was some big emotional music, but we didn't see much. I haven't clicked the links to find out how long this trailer is going to be. I'm hoping it's at least a minute and a half or 2 minutes, because if it is just like 50 to 60 seconds, I'll be disappointed. This is something we've waited for a long time, so I don't want this just to be a Batman trailer or a Superman trailer or Wonder Woman trailer. I think we can do that. When we get closer to the film, they can start doing like character bio trailers of Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg. That'd be really exciting for us when we get closer to the movie. But I think that's how I would promote the movie anyway. But I think this needs a 2.5 minute trailer with a lot of not giving anything away. But we want to see Lex, we want to see Superman, we want to see Batman, we want to see Wonder Woman, we want to see Aquaman, we want to see everything. We want to see what we're told we're going to see. Any other secrets, that's fine. We don't know who the villain is so far, but believe me, people, this is really exciting. It doesn't get more exciting for any geek. Even if you're more Marvel than DC, you're excited about this. And this trailer to be attached to Avengers Age of Ultron is brilliant. Now, people are kind of surprised. Oh, why would Marvel allow this? Well, it's not real. It's not. I think different deals are made. I don't think it's necessarily up to the people who own the film that the main feature. Just because it's attached to that movie doesn't mean that Marvel have anything to do with what's advertised before it. There are certain, but I don't think Marvel would have really cared because they've got their movie, they're confident about their movie. There's nothing, obviously, even if it's the most awesome trailer in the world, people are there to watch that movie, so it's irrelevant. And the competition between DC and Marvel isn't really a competition. They've got their films. I'm not going to watch Avengers Age of Ultron and not watch Batman vs Superman, especially me. I'm the biggest. I've loved Superman since I was 10 years old and I watched the Reeve movie. But it's extremely, I can't explain to you. I was excited before the release of Superman Returns because I was so excited for Man of Steel, especially Superman Returns because Smallville was so big back then as well. But this is a big moment. The first time Batman and Superman have been in the same movie. We don't even know who the villain is. It's Monday can't come soon enough. The teaser, the trailer teaser that we saw was, in a way, it was just to whet our appetites, but it didn't show us anything we needed to see. Anyway, I mean, it's not like I'm not going to be excited about the trailer if I didn't have the teaser preview to the trailer or whatever they're calling it. But that's the kind of culture that we're in now. So, Monday, after I've seen that trailer for about 60 times, I'm going to come on here. I'm not going to review it. I'm not going to analyse it like a lot of people do. That's boring to me. Pulling it on slow motion. I'm just going to talk about it. You're going to see me excited. I'm going to tell you what I think. Get in touch, people. I'm Movies TV Mad on Twitter. I'm Mick Meaners on Facebook. We'll talk again. I really need a shower. See you later.